Good. Okay. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Mic Check Show. Today on the show, we're joined by a pitcher whose career is a testament to resilience, precision, right? For sure. And the art of mastering the strike zone. Am I right?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay,
I didn't walk a lot of people.
Let's get to it. From growing up in Puerto Rico to making his major league debut with the Seattle Mariners, right? I think I'm correct.
Yes.
Okay.
August 8th of 2000.
Wow, you remember the date and everything. Dios mío.
I
Please
remember
welcome,
the line and
y'all.
everything.
Joel. Ahora, el apellido, there's a lot of people that say it, right? Diferente, ¿verdad? They say Pineiro, Piñeiro.
I'd rather be with like Piñeiro, Piñeiro,
Pinedo. Okay, perfecto. Please welcome Joel Piñeiro. There you go.
And I like the Joel. I don't like that Joel, Joel and B. What do they call Joel and B? They say Joel and B, right?
Yeah, of course. Claro. Yeah, claro. The way I like to start off, right? I like to get straight to it. Rapid fire questions. Are you ready?
Let's go. Let's do this.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Why so?
I'm interested. That's my thing. If I don't drink coffee by noon or 11, I'm getting a headache, migraines. It's just, it's something that in my life, I need a coffee. That's the first thing I do when I wake up.
Gotcha. Favorite ballpark you ever pitched in?
Old Yankee Stadium.
Oh, wow. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Toughest hitter you ever faced?
Oh, that's an easy question. Joe Mauer. Oh, my Minnesota Twins. Man, that guy saw me. He's like, oh, I'm going 3 for 3 today.
He had your number.
Oh, I could tell him what's coming. And he, it's just, I don't know. That guy, I think he hit like almost 600 off of me in his career. Wow. I got him in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. What pitch was that?
No, whatever I threw to that guy, man.
Just whatever pitch?
He was just, I don't know. He saw it really good out of my hand, or he had an idea. Or the catcher was telling him what's coming. I don't know.
Oh, we had a trader. Oh, no. That's not good. That's not good.
Oh, man.
Cutter or sinker?
Sinker.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
I always had a sinker, but I never used it until I got traded to St. Louis. And Dave Duncan, once I got to St. Louis, they're like, oh, let's see your sinker. And it was like, because, Adam Wainwright threw this good sinker.
Right.
Chris Carpenter, all these guys are like, from now on, all you want you to throw is sinker. And I'll tell you what, that gave me another 5 years in the big leagues.
Is it a hard pitch to throw?
Yes, it's to dominate both sides of the plate with the sinkers. You got to have some skill. It's not just throwing it down the middle, let it run. Some people say that, but you got to, move it in and out. So it's a pitch that and I was not a hard thrower. I was between 88 to 92, 93, but to me, that was hard. Now
absolutely.
These guys, they're 95 plus.
Well, Ohtani he's shooting what, 100?
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's just, man.
Best player in the world right now.
No, come on, Joe. No.
Yeah.
Come on, vamos a decir eso.
Bro, both sides of the, you can do it and hit it.
No. Ah, Dios mío, no. No, come on.
Very talented player.
You forgetting one. Come on.
Playing right now. Active playing.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you got me there, because to me, I think Ohtani is, the man. Let me see who you got.
But we're talking hitting, though. Not throwing, not pitching. We're talking overall.
Well, right? So just hitter.
Correct, yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like ball player.
Oh, no. Absolutely not.
Best hitter.
Come on, you're missing one. He slacks when it comes to postseason. That's it.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Are you going to Kike?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. He slacks, when it comes to postseason. It's okay.
Wow, that guy turns it on. It's amazing what he does.
Do you think it's porque he's either he's nervous or is
nothing fixes that guy. No, it could be game 1 of the whatever, like the regular season, or be like game 7 of the World Series. The guy's gonna act like it's the same. He just steps it up. He has that heart. He has that drive of being that man. He wants to be that guy, and that's something you can't just teach. It comes from you.
Okay.
I knew Kike way back in the day when we played winter ball together, like before he even big to the big leagues, and I was like, yeah, this guy's got something. This guy's got talent. Next thing you know, he came up with the Marlins, right?
Yeah.
And then he just exploded. But I saw that guy when he was young in winter ball, and it was like, wow, this kid's
Awesome
got some
player.
talent. Yeah.
Super
And he
great
can play
player.
everywhere. You can, you've seen it. The guy does everything. But yeah, I'm very
I
proud
just
of
heard something too that he's not going to be able to play at the I
at
think
the
he's
WBC.
yeah, I think he's injured or something like that, or
He
something
had
something happened.
he played with a torn labrum or something in his or shoulder or elbow, something. So he's gonna be out. That's kind of sucks for Puerto Rico, really.
Yeah,
He
it's
was
all
like a
right.
spark plug,
First baseball memory
like ever or like in the big league
ever.
ever.
Give me a good one, Joy.
No, I tell you what, my dad used to be a pitcher in Puerto Rico. So just going with
Oh,
him,
okay.
yeah, he was a pitcher in Puerto Rico. So every time I went with him to the ballpark, I was like 3, 4, 5 years old. And it was just, I'm playing catch with like older guys, and it's just something that's where the love of the game came from.
It was instilled in you. Yeah,
Yeah, oh,
okay.
still do. Yeah, even though
Nice,
everything
nice.
hurts after I throw a couple bullpens, but,
Now
coaching in the high school.
this one here, you definitely got to give me a good one. Best teammate as a prankster.
Oh, easy. Eddie Guardado, everyday Eddie.
Really?
Yeah. That guy would pull
You
the
don't even
biggest
look
pranks.
it.
Huh?
El no se ve. He don't look it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you said sneaky. I'll give you a good one. Nobody
Wow.
would ever. That guy came up with the biggest pranks in spring training or on the planes that you never would think of. And I was like, wow, Eddie, I don't, that don't look like you, but the guy, great. Yeah. But he was a big prankster. Like nobody knew that, and Eddie Guardado.
Last one. If you were in a pitcher, what position would you play?
Easy, second base. I thought I was Robbie Alomar all the way when I was growing up. I had the number 12 out in Little League and everything. And
So what made you like transition?
the scouts.
Yeah.
First I sucked hitting. I was not a very good hitter. I think in my career in high school, I probably hit 6 home runs, ever. But then as a freshman, I started in shortstop. And
Gotcha.
my
Okay.
arm was really good. Like I really had a plus arm. So little by little, I started pitching a little bit more. And then all the scouts, they're like, hey, get on the rubber, get on the mound because you have a good arm. And I tell you, and that was it. They were right. They were right. Well, in 1996, in the Florida high school all-star game, I didn't even pitch. I played short and I batted like 6th or 7th. And scouts came over to the dugout. They're like, can Joel go to the bullpen so we can watch him throw? They were watching me
What?
pitching.
Wow.
Yeah. I didn't. So they're
Holy
like,
cow.
because they had all the slots. This guy's going this inning, this guy's going that inning. So
Right.
I had to go to the pen, and like 10 or 12 scouts went to see me throw in the bullpen. And then that's it, I ended up going to junior college here in Edison Community College in Fort Myers. I got JUCO Florida Pitcher of the Year. I went 11-1. And that was it, man.
Nice.
Fernando Arguelles was a scout for Seattle Mariners. And he found me, he saw me, and gave me that opportunity.
That's it. That's it. God is good.
Yeah. And
God
then
is
from there,
good, man.
the rest was up to me, the determination, the love, the dedication, the sacrifice. It's people think, oh, you're getting paid to do this and that. No, but people don't know what's going on behind closed doors, the
Right.
hours. For a 7 o'clock game, I'm at the ballpark by 1 o'clock to do the workouts, to do this, to go over meetings,
Warming
video.
up. Yeah. Warming up, meetings, all that. Yeah, correct. A lot of people, a lot of people don't cut you guys some slack, They expect you to be a robot. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of people like that. You know what I'm saying? I normally tell people, and I always say this. I always say a lot of people for some reason think you guys are a-holes. I don't know why, meaning pro athletes. And I'm like, no, man, they cool. Just approach them correctly. That's it.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
sometimes you
all.
people like for autographs, like sometimes I feel bad. I'll sign 15, 18, whatever. And then I gotta go. I gotta keep doing this. And then that one person that didn't get an
Get
autograph, then
upset.
I was like, Papa, I'm sorry I didn't get to you, but it's hard because you want to please everybody. But at the end of the day, it's like, no, I have to report. I got a meeting. I got to do this. I got to watch, so, and it's tough. I understand. But like I said, we might seem that way, but we're not.
See, can I ask you for something? I want to ask you for a favor.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want the Ichiro.
Oh, yeah. And it's
Mandalo
funny
para
that
acá, mandalo para New Jersey.
it's funny.
That's
Ichiro,
nice, man.
that Ichiro jersey, you can't see it from here, but Ichiro always dressed really weird. He has some weird outfits, he He come in looking like Michael Jackson one day, and then he coming in like, So I always tell him, Ichi, no good dresser, no good, not good
And
dresser.
what he say?
And I'd be like,
Just
look at me, He's like, no, 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 no. So whatever. Well, we always had the
nah, that's
little,
awesome. You got Edgar Martinez up there, right? Am I
and
right? Yeah.
then and
Martinez.
Ichiro, I said, Ichi, I need a shirt signed by you, so and so. He's like, all right, and then he put, by the way, you are not the best dressed Puerto Rican. And then
Wow.
signed Ichiro. So that's kind of, that's personal. That's me because nobody knows about that unless I tell you. So it's like, you are not the best dressed Puerto Rican. Ichiro signed. So
You have a lot of greats up there, man. I'm looking at Jeter. I'm looking at Mariano, Pujols.
yeah, Manny's up there.
Wow.
David Ortiz,
You have,
uh,
geez.
Yachty back
Wow.
there.
Yeah, claro. Damn.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
You
So that's
beautiful
my
wall,
little.
man.
Honestly, all of them hopefully future Hall of Famers because Yachty and Pujols will get in.
Oh, 100%.
The other ones are in
100%.
already. The only question mark is Manny, man.
100%.
Manny,
100%.
but
See,
he
that's
should
my
be up.
that's my favorite player, Manny.
He was a really good teammate in Boston that I spent there, whatever it was, 3 months, 3.5 months. That was a good teammate.
And
So,
I like where he's at in life too.
but
Because
yeah,
I heard a
yeah.
lot about him, right? I
Doing his preaching thing once in a
yeah,
while, the verses. Yeah, I follow him on Instagram. We talk.
I love
We
him,
talk.
man. Like he's an amazing. I'm telling you,
His son, I
listen, he
think,
was
just
my
signed
idol.
professionally this past year. I think he got
Yeah,
drafted. His son, yeah, if I'm not
yep.
mistaken.
So he's
Yeah.
doing great. Yeah, yeah. I would love to get him up here. I haven't hit him up yet. I'm just I can't. I think I'll probably get starstruck because like again, he was my idol growing up.
No,
So
Danny, wow, yeah.
I see him and I just freeze up. Now,
You should try, bro. Get out there.
yeah, poco a poco, algunas veces, it's crazy. Algunas veces they hit me up, right? Oh, I seen an interview with Placido. A
So and
lot of
so,
people
yeah.
came. You know what I'm saying? Oh, even with boxers too. I have Riddick Bowe, right? I'm about to do something with Riddick Bowe, Tommy Hearns.
That's awesome. That's
And it's
awesome.
like they hit me up because they're like, yo, I seen an interview with Terry Norris. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool, no doubt. You know what I mean? I'm doing one with Emmitt Smith, right? I'm a Cowboys fan,
Wow.
so you get it. Like they hit me up, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool, no problem. Just let's hop on. Let's
Yeah.
do our thing.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
when you look back at your journey, right, from Puerto Rico to the major leagues, what was the moment that made you truly believe, right, that I can make it?
So when I got drafted in 1997, that year, there was two first. Seattle had two first rounders. It was Ryan Anderson. I don't know if you remember him. He was like
Oh,
6'11". They called
claro.
him the little unit. And obviously he so bad, he never made it to the big leagues. He made it past AAA, but then surgery, shoulder stuff, and he got hurt. The other one was Gil Mesh, pitcher that played obviously in Seattle that went to Kansas City, I think. And we became like really good friends, but everything was like they're their focus because they're the first rounders. I was drafted in the
Right.
12th round. So I was like, but then they put me like in the same rookie ball team. They put me in the same A ball team, double A team. I was like, you know what? I didn't get all that money that they got. They got the $2 million or whatever they got. I got $40,000. But you know what? I know I can play this game because I'm doing this the right way. And I use that as motivation. And
Correct.
once it's like, no, not against them, because I still talk to Gil and Ryan. We're still friends. But it's just I use that to motivate me, like, all right, this guy's doing that. I'm going to do better. Like a little friendly competition. This guy goes 7, I'm going to go 8. And it's just that pushed me. And then one of those, in when I won my 100 game, the first text I got was from Gil Mesh. He
Wow.
goes, Joel, you don't understand what this means to me. I felt like every time I see you pitch, it's like I'm pitching with you because what we accomplished, it's something that, we'll never forget. And then like our friendship or whatever, but it's crazy. The first text was from him.
Wow.
So
Says a
yeah,
lot.
yeah. So, but that was my drive. I'm not a first rounder and I'm not 6'3" or 6'4", I'm 5'11", 6 foot, but I could do this. And I use that as a drive.
And you did one hell of a job, man.
Yeah.
You
So
did one hell of a job, man.
I became the 5th Puerto Rican to win 100 games. So, Berrios just did it now. So that's awesome. Now we got 6.
It's
So
just, man, it's amazing, man.
yeah.
I always wanted to play ball, but unfortunately, I took a different route. You know, uh, I did things that, I can't even say on camera, but just to sum it up, I was a gangbanger. You know,
Okay.
unfortunately, right, I gangbanged for 25 years. Um, I'm so grateful that I was able to meet my wife, right? 12 years, 13 years ago, and she was the one that changed my life. And now I have two beautiful kids. We've been retired. And when I say me and her, like we've been retired for 7 years now, since 2018.
Wow.
You know, I
Hey,
was
what
able
matters
to.
is that you're in the right place right now. That's all that matters, you know?
That's it. That's
That's
it.
it. That's all that matters.
That's
The
it. And
kids and
and
the wife,
now
and then keep
now I'm
building.
talking to you guys, man, and I
Yeah,
love it, man. I love it. I love when I tell you I love it, man. I want to jump for joy. You know what I mean? Like I love it. Every
yeah,
time I speak to someone, it's like, damn. I see for me at least, right? I see it as therapy. you know,
yeah.
um, that I get to sit down with someone that I know of, right? Obviously, they don't know me, but I know of. I watched them play. I sat down, looked at my TV, like, oh man, oh yeah, 3 strikeouts. Oh, you know what I'm saying? I love it,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I love it. And again, I just want to thank you, man, for taking some time off.
Oh, no, we got this. No problem.
What was the biggest culture shock when you first entered professional baseball in the US?
Well, the thing is, I moved to Puerto Rico, I mean to Orlando when my parents divorced. I was 10 years old. I
Okay.
left Puerto Rico. So then we lived in Orlando for that time when I was 10. My mom and my dad divorced. Like my mom's like, we're going to Disney World. We're moving. We're getting out of here. So, hey, it was the best thing that happened, for our family, for me, for school, for baseball, obviously. And it was just, it's something that, you know, I, I'm very thankful for that. So,
Yeah.
it was like my uncle or my aunt and people driving me all over the place, driving me to Clearwater for tryouts and this and that. So it was just, I knew like, since I was a little kid, right, what are you going to do when you grow up? I'm going to be a baseball player. And people think
Nice.
it's a joke. No, it's like, they're like, when you do something, what you want to be in the future, a baseball player. Like when I was 11, 12, 13, 14, like it
It
was like,
was an
no,
affirmation.
yeah. People was like, no, really, you need to have a job. No, I'm going to be a baseball player. So it was just,
Determined.
esa es la palabra. You're right. Determined.
Nice.
So,
Wow. And you actually did it, man. That's
yeah.
great. That's
That
great.
was
How did you feel? Like just getting on the mound, first game. You looking up and you're like, wow, there's so many fans here. Were you
it was
nervous?
yeah. Yes, I was a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie, but it was in Chicago, and I remember I think Freddie Garcia or somebody else told me like when we get there early at 2, go outside and just take a look around the ballpark. So
The
you don't wait till like
torpedo.
yeah, el torpedo exactamente. Like don't wait till like 6:15 when you go out to the field. Go out there now, walk around, look at and there was nobody there. It was just the other team hitting. And I'm looking and I was like, and it was like, oh, Chicago, wow, the White Sox. And I was like, man, this is amazing. It's just obviously me warming up. Of course, I'm gonna lie, I was nervous. But they said if you don't have butterflies, you're not ready.
That's right.
So, it took me and the good thing is in that first inning, Jay Buhner hit a grand slam. So I'm going out there pitching a 4-0 lead. And I was like, I can't let this go away. I can't blow this. And
Jay never had a facial expression.
no, Jay was no,
He
he's
he he looked serious. Like he looked I don't know, como asustado, like asustaba a la gente.
yeah. He was like a mean guy, but funny with us and good in the clubhouse. But he had
Yeah,
that
yeah.
demeanor that, everybody hated him.
No,
So,
in
but he
Seattle
had
had a beautiful lineup, man. Griffey, Buhner, what? Oh my God, Dios mío.
Edgar, and then
It's just wow, monsters, kid. I asked
so,
Kenny Lofton. I said, "Hey, Kenny, what you think about the 1995 Cleveland Indians?" He said, "Electrifying." And then he goes upstairs. I think he went to his room. He came back and he pulled out a shirt. And in that shirt, right? I mean, I'm 40 years old, so I've been watching baseball for a long time as well. But I'm looking at the shirt and I'm like Carlos Baelga, Manny Ramirez, Jim
him
Thome.
told me,
Wow.
yeah,
I'm just like, yo, what the heck? Omar Vizquel. And I'm like, yo, wow, you're absolutely right, man. That team
yeah,
was electrifying, right?
yeah,
Offensively,
yeah.
monsters,
Yep.
something. And I asked him too, I said, hey, why you guys think you lost? And he, I don't know if I should say, but well, he said there was he felt like they were robbed. That's it. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
That's what he said. And I
No,
said,
that
oh,
that
okay,
that
cool.
was an amazing. Yeah, that series was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys, wow. Um, can you describe a moment early in your career where doubt like creeped in?
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, my first 3 to 4 years, they were really good. I'm winning 15 games, 14, everything's double digits. But in 2005 and in 2006, I started at the end of 2005 and '06, it was like struggling. And then in the middle of the year, they put me in the bullpen, and I've been a starter my whole career. And I was like,
Yeah.
man, that's it. I'm done with what I was gonna do,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I was like, I don't want to be in the bullpen. Maybe I should just, that's it, I'm done. And doubt really went through and it was like, I'm not hurt, I'm not injured. It's just I'm struggling. I suck right now. I'm not gonna lie, and it's just one of those things that, whatever. I signed with Boston in '07. I ended up the year in the bullpen, and I did all right out of the bullpen, but that's not what I wanted to do. Deep
Right.
inside, I know I'm a starter.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever. My agent comes up to me. He's like, hey, we got two offers, by the way. It was the Yankees and Boston. The same offer in '07 to be in the bullpen. And I was like, well, maybe you know what? They see something that I'm a bullpen guy now. It is what it is. I still get a chance to play the game that I love in the MLB. And then I was like, I signed with Boston. I don't know. It was like a decision I made with my wife and, friends, my grandmother. My grandmother would be like, don't go to the Yankees because the Yankees always win. Go somewhere else so you can.
Yeah.
So she
Yeah.
hated the
Yeah.
Yankees. But yeah, and then that opportunity came when I went there and I was in the bullpen all year in Boston till I got traded and to St. Louis. But there was a little kick in that trade. Since I've been a starter, St. Louis hasn't, wants to see me throw like 3 or 4 or 5 innings because I've only thrown 1 inning, 2 innings. So they want to see if I could do it, be a starter. I had to go to AAA, pitch one game. And I was like, but what happens if I get hurt down there in AAA? What happens if
Right.
what happens if I take a line drive up the head or the shoulder or I blow my arm? And I was like, you know what? If it's gonna happen, I'm gonna do it. So I went down to AAA. I pitched against the Tigers. I think it was Toledo. I went 5 shutout innings. The next day, the call came in. They're like, "You traded to St. Louis." When I went to St. Louis, I won 9 out of my 12 starts,
Ooh.
and my career was back. And then from there on, I signed 2 more years in St. Louis. Then I ended up going to Anaheim. So that deep inside, I know I could do it, but the thought of doubt went through my head. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm not good anymore. I'm in the
Yeah. It
bullpen,
creeped in. It
and
creeped in.
it creeped in. It creeped in. But then, luckily, like I said, St. Louis, Dave Duncan, and all the whole staff, Tony La Russa, they gave me that second, life, and I was able to
Right.
enjoy
Right.
it for another
You
five
know.
years.
You
And
know what I'm interested asking you is I'm interested in knowing how what is your opinion. I asked a lot of players, right? You see how you said you went to from Seattle to St. Louis and I mean these teams. How, does that affect you? Like not just you personally, but your family as well. Like you
well, in the
move into
beginning,
different cities.
yeah, my kids, my oldest kids, they went to like 3 different schools in a
Yeah, yeah,
year.
yeah. That's why I asked.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so but my wife usually in the beginning, she would go with me everywhere. Like, oh, I'm in Seattle, she'll pack up and go to Seattle. The kids go to school in Seattle. Oh, we went to Boston. I signed with, but at least I spent 6 years in Seattle. So we had a
Right.
home. We had then in Boston, same thing. Like they went to a school in Boston, my daughter and my oldest. And then obviously I got traded. The same thing. She packed up. She's like, hey, I can't be there. She packed up by herself and she followed me to St. Louis. The kids went to St. Louis, We got to Miami at the end of the year. They go to another school. So but at least I have my wife that she was always strong. She was always,
Supportive.
just supportive in everything. So, and it was
That's
like,
good.
you need that. If I don't think if I didn't have that, I wouldn't play in the big leagues for 12 years.
And that's a long time.
Yeah.
You
So,
know what? So some people don't even make it that long. So
yeah.
that's
So
a very long time. You
yeah,
know.
I was able to play 12 years and it was like I said, but if I didn't have her, I don't know. Maybe if I was single or if I don't know. I could not tell you what would happen.
Por ahí.
Yeah, I don't, yeah, I mean, it's true. So, but you said it was the
Por ahí
backbone.
vacilando.
So, yeah.
You
So,
became known for your sinker was crazy.
yeah.
That's a fact. Whoever knows ball knows that your sinker was deadly, right? Was there a specific turning point or conversation that changed the way you approach your pitching?
Well, like I said, it started before when you're young, you're like, oh, I throw hard and I got a good curveball. That was, you know, I mean, hard was 92, 93, 94. Not
No,
not deep,
that's hard though.
but
92 is
not
fast.
Yeah, so you know, and I was like, oh, I got a good curveball. But then once I started getting older, and I started talking to more older pitchers like Jamie Moyer and all these
Oh
guys,
wow, yeah, yeah, yeah.
and it was like it wasn't just about throwing; it's about pitching. So that's when your mentality starts sinking in. And Chris Carpenter was another great guy in Boston, in St. Louis. Talking to Kurt Schilling when I was at that little time I was there in Boston. It's like it was just remember the pitching side. It's like you're not a thrower, you're a pitcher. So pitching started moving the ball in and out, side to side. If you got to throw inside, move get a hitter back off the plate because that's your plate. It's just you're pitching. You're not just throwing whatever the catcher calls. There's an intent behind every pitch. So,
Oh, okay. Okay.
start
Makes sense
studying the
now.
game a little more. Yeah, you start studying the game a little more. And then you go over, like you say, your reports. Oh, I faced whatever Joe Mauer, and I'm trying to do my best, but the guy somehow I did my job. He was able to get a hit. So, but you get more mentally uh, grinded in the mind, like than just physically throwing from pitching, because you're
Right.
thinking, okay, I'm facing this guy. There's a man on second base, but I don't have to pitch it with him. I got a base open, but then on deck, I got a guy that's 2 for 2 already off of me. And then, he's it's just mentally grinding. You get tired, not physically tired from throwing. It's just every pitch. Okay, you're thinking a pitch ahead. All right, I'm going to throw him a curveball first pitch. I'm going to throw changeup after that. And if he misses a change, I'm going to go fastball in. It's just, you're constantly,
Who's your catcher
well, in Seattle,
in Seattle? Yeah.
I had Dan Wilson.
Okay.
We
Gotcha.
had
Okay.
Yojima, the Japanese guy that came,
Mm-hmm.
Miguel Olivo. I had a lot of catchers because I was there, and then obviously in Boston it was Jason Varitek and Doug Mirabelli.
Oof. Now, who's the one that understood you the most though? Like who who
Oh,
who who, who you was in sync with?
no, once in St. Louis was Yadi
Okay.
Molina. Yadi and I were like, and then if I didn't,
That's the Puerto Rican connection.
yeah. If I messed up a pitch or whatever, Yadi would throw the ball back so hard to me, like, wake up, let's go, follow me. Like every in the dugout, we're like, remember, we're doing this, we're doing that, we're doing this, we're doing that. So Yadi was the one that gave me that extra believe and that extra, hey, trust the process, trust the process. And then from there on,
Yeah.
like I said, my career exploded again for the second time.
Do you still
But
talk to
and Yadi,
Molina?
oh, all the time, all the
Okay,
time.
okay. That's awesome, man.
I talk to Yadi at least once a week. He's coaching in Venezuela right now, Magallanes.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, he's
Wow.
in
It's
Venezuela
amazing.
coaching the Magallanes.
That's
So,
amazing, man. Wow.
yeah, me and Yadi were
It
really
makes
good.
me happy that you guys still have like that brotherhood. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, Pujols too. Like I'll text him when he got the interview for the Angels. I was like, "Hey, Papa, good luck to you, man. Hope you get this job." Obviously they went to another route, but you know, I talked to all these guys. Yeah, so
Yeah, that's good. That's good. How did working with legendary pitching coach Dave Duncan reshape your career? How was that like working with him?
oh, sorry, I'm getting a call. That like I said, that was it. That was the man that, like I said, that changed my second half of my career, if I could say it
He
like
gave you
that.
like that transformation, Dave Duncan.
Because
Okay.
I'm telling you, we went out there that spring training of that year, the next year in '08. He's like, I want you to throw every fastball you throw is going to be a sinker. You got to learn how to pitch with that pitch. All like you can throw sliders, curveballs, and changes, but if you throw a fastball, they're all going to be sinkers. Not a four seam, no nothing. Oh yeah, that spring training, I went like 5-0. I mean, those wins don't count in spring training, but it was like, and I was throwing like I'll go 3 innings and I'll be like 32 pitches into it. That's it. I go 4 innings, I threw 45 pitches
No,
because
but Joel, they do.
yeah, I
They
mean,
count. They count. They
but
count.
early
Personally,
contact,
they count.
yeah. Oh yeah, of course. But I was a guy. We we came up with a thing like in the first 3 to 4 pitches, that hitter, it's either going back to the dugout or he's on base. We're not messing around here trying to
Gotcha.
pitch around guys.
Gotcha.
We're here to execute pitches. Next thing you know, you're 1-1, another good sinker or slider, grumble, grumble, grumble. That year, I led the league in the National League in ground balls. I led the league. Yeah, in a way, I think I led the league in ground balls hit.
So you already had everything like planned out, executed. Like, okay,
Well, that was
1-1,
with the help with
sinker, boom. Okay.
but then they're like, oh, he's gonna throw me a sinker 1-1. Let me go to the slider. You know what I mean? So you have them because the hitters do the reports too. Like like we do the hitters. they do the pitching. Oh, I'm facing Joel, so he tries this. In 2 strikes, he likes to do this. Early in the count, he likes to do this. So it's a mind game, you know. That's why
Oh, yeah, it's
the
like a
challenge.
mind game.
It is.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So
Ahora, let me ask you this. Like, so if Molina, let's say this is fastball,
yeah,
this is curveball,
yeah.
right? If he goes like this to you, can you tell him no? Can you be like, nah?
Yeah, I could.
Okay.
I could. Yeah, I could. Like maybe sometimes I really have this pitch in my head that I want to really throw, and then Yadi, say I wanted to throw a sinker. And I'm like, the sinker's gonna be nasty. And then Yadi calls curveball. I was like, oh, whatever, I'll throw the curveball. Boom. But I wasn't determined to throw that pitch. Then I hang the curveball, then I give up a home run. You know what I mean? It's just something,
Okay.
it's something, but yeah, like I said, most of the time, like I said, we have a meeting before, we're like, so, and then Yadi's back there. He's looking at the hitters, he's reading stuff. Maybe a pitch is working better for me that he thinks it's from another pitch. So rarely did, I wanted to throw something else that the catcher put down. But it does happen. It does happen. You just have a feeling, you know what, I'm going to throw this pitch and you throw it.
I think that's the toughest position, no, catcher?
Oh, yeah. I think by far. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Is Molina knees okay?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he walks a little wobbly, but yeah.
No, because porque imagínate, está,
Yeah.
squatting the whole time, or dang, wow, that's very tough, man. Yeah. I spoke to Mike Lieberthal. Remember Mike Lieberthal?
Mike Lieberthal, wow, of course.
Yeah, and Mike was the catcher, and Mike was
Philly,
like,
right?
Yeah. He was like, yo, my knees are banged up a little bit, and I'm like, wow. And this is another question I want to ask you because I didn't even have that written down, but I asked Mike, do you love the sport? Do you still love the sport? He said yes. Would you play again? He said no. Clearly, like he didn't even let me finish. He said absolutely not. Now, I ask you that question. Do you love the sport?
Yes.
Okay. Would you still play?
Yes. If
Man,
I had, if I had mentally, I think I can play. Because I'm seeing these guys pitch, and I was like, I tell one of my kids will be watching the game with me, and I'll be like, watch, curveball's coming right here. Fastball in's coming right here. He's like, no, Dad, watch this. And then boom, it happens. They're like, yeah, you still, but then, like I said, everything in my body hurts, my back, my arm, coaching at the high school, when I throw BP and I long toss with the kids, I was like, all right, guys, I need 2 days off, give me. I need 2 days off. I can't play catch today. I'll do it tomorrow,
¿Cuántos años tienes ahora?
I'm 47.
Oh, te ves joven todavía. Wow.
Yeah, 47.
No, está bien. Yeah, te ves bien.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
47. Yeah. So you came in, you said again, what year? 90?
No, 2000.
Okay. But you started playing ball at 90 what? 90?
Like when I was me playing baseball as a player?
Yeah.
I was 5 years old when I started playing baseball.
Yeah, but you said in high school. So in high school, it was what year you went to high school again? 90?
Yeah, 92, 96.
92, okay, gotcha. Wow. Yeah. Damn, so you've been playing baseball your whole life.
Yeah, since
42 years.
Little league.
Pretty much.
Yeah. 11, 12 years old, yeah.
Now, okay, so why do you think that players don't want to play the sport anymore? Let's say like Mike. Is it the position?
It could be. It could be. Like I said, I know, like, mentally, like I said, I can do it. But physically, I try to throw out there. We played at coaches versus high school kids like a couple years back, and I was like, I got this. I pitched great, but then I could not move for like 3 days, So
that's crazy. Wow.
But yeah, no, and I think it's just the game has changed so much now from the way we played it,
back then, yeah.
I don't think I could probably handle that whole pitch clock thing.
I was going to ask you that. How would you handle that pitch clock?
I personally, I don't think I could do it because sometimes, you say you're struggling, you go 3-0 on a hitter. That's when you were like behind the mound. You're like, all right, relax, take your time, execute. Don't think too much. Go out there. That might go 18 seconds right there, but that was baseball,
Yeah.
It's just now it's like, okay, you got to you got to touch the rubber for 7 seconds. You got to get this and throw it, catch it. Once you catch the ball, the clock starts. Like,
well, I think because they trying to speed up the game, but right? I think that's what it is. They trying to speed up the game,
and it's worked. I guess it's worked, but it's just we were so structured to do something for so many years, so that's why I think all these guys like Kershaw and all these veteran guys, like they did a great job. Verlander, adjusting to this. Scherzer, because they're old school baseball players, pitchers. But now it's with the pitch clock, and then now they
They have the pitch calm. You know, you can't even, it's crazy. It's crazy.
But check this out. They have a pitch clock, and now teams there's more extra innings than before. You know what I'm saying?
It's
so
crazy.
It evens out. You know what I mean?
And then now you have the runner on second in extra innings, but not in the playoffs. So it's just the game has changed. So that's why I think, I tell you what, and all these bat flips and pimping and all that stuff. Oh my, I could not do it. I would be hitting guys in and out, back and forth. You can admire a home run if you hit it. That's fine, but flipping, doing cartwheels and stuff, bro. Oh my God. The next guy was like, the next guy's gonna wear it. You know that. So, and I know it's a young man's game now, like they're saying, but it's just at the end of the day, you still got to respect the game too.
Absolutely, absolutely.
You don't see me after strike out everybody one hitter in the first inning strike out. Be like, it's just, I don't know.
I got about two more, right? Joel, don't mind. When you reflect on your career, what are you mostly proud of?
You know what? Like I said, I was not a big guy, and 5'11", 6 foot, whatever, with my cleats on. But every time I went out there, I pitched with my heart, my head, and lo que está allá abajo. You know what I mean? Because I got on that mound and I thought
the
I was
twins.
Yeah, the Twins. I got on that mound, and I don't care if I was facing, Barry Bonds, or am I facing my kid from high school. I'm going to get you out. I control the game. I got the ball.
Absolutely.
And it's just, nothing happens without me throwing the ball. So, I felt like I was on top of the world when I was on that mound. And that gave me that extra fire, and I used to put my hat on like really low. Nobody can see my eyes. And I'm going out there like this. So it's just, you're on the field, you're someone else. You're off the field, you're in the dugout or your family or a restaurant, you're like a different person. But on that mound, you stepped on that mound, it was just game on. It's just, it's funny how people say, like, the movie For the Love of the Game, like, how Kevin Costner said, turn on the mechanism.
Yep.
It's kind of something like that. I don't hear the fans. You don't hear people yelling. They're there, but it's that you're so focused and locked in on something that is like, I got a job to do. You know what I mean? Now, yes, when you're warming up, you hear the fans yelling, let's go, and stuff like that. But once it's like game on, it's like, it's a different mindset. That way.
Wow.
And not many people handle that, not many people handle that.
No.
It might be good during the year, and then you get in the playoffs and you struggle, it's like, or the opposite. You throw in a nasty bullpen, and because you see guys in the bullpen, boom, boom, boom. Oh man, you're hitting your spots. You're perfect. Once that hitter gets in the box, they're like, uh-oh, you know what I mean? Like, it happens. Yeah. I've seen it in there. So
it's I can't even imagine. I think me looking up and wow. I'm walking like this to the mound. No way. Absolutely not. I probably imagine that first game. No. Wow, Chacho. It's scary.
But no regrets. I have no regrets.
No, and that's the good thing, right? That's the good thing. And I like that about you. You said it a couple of times, that you wasn't like, a taller player, taller pitcher, but you had the twins, you know what I'm saying? You had heart, you had this, you had might. I love that because I was short myself, but I'm short myself. I'm only 5'7", but guess what? When I play basketball, because that's like my favorite sport, when I play basketball, I was still a giant. Yeah. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody could tell me different. Whoever played ball with me knows, like, nobody could have told me different. It could have been a Spanish dude, a black dude, whoever, 6'4", 6'5", 6'6". I was still busting your butt.
Yeah.
They know that.
That's what you need, though. You need that mentality.
It's just heart, pure heart. You know what I mean? Pure heart, might, strength, will, determined, to knowing that you're gonna, but bust this person's butt, and I have one more after this one, because this one here is the last one, is probably the most important one, right? What do you want young pitchers today to understand about success, longevity, and staying true to their style?
That it's not all, like I said, I mentioned this a little bit before. It's like, it's not all just throwing hard. You need to have a mentality. You have to have a mindset every time you get on that rubber. I don't care if you're in high school. I don't care if you're in college or in pro ball or in the big leagues. Like, you need to have a mindset of pitching. And you can't, it's not just rearing back and throwing, because I've seen guys that throw 99 and it's down the middle, they're giving up a 2-run homer. Then I see guys throwing 87, 92, they hit their spot down and in, or they make a good pitch, and it was like, oh, see, it's just that, and you need to take some time off too, some rest. Like these guys nowadays, they pitch all year long, especially these young kids. You see them going to summer tournaments, high school ball, and then fall ball, and then winter ball. And it's just like, sometimes you need to take a break and then work out, let their arm rest, take that the arm care, because these guys just want to throw hard because everything's metrics now. Radar gun, or the release point, or the exit velo, and it's just like launch angle, like, you still got to make contact, you got to throw strikes, and don't be afraid to get hit for a pitcher. That's the one thing. Don't be afraid to get hit. Pitch to contact and let the defense work. It's not always going to work behind you, the defense, but that's once you release the ball, that your job is done, unless you get a ground ball to you, or if you don't hit your spot. So, it's something that these guys got to take that in mind. And I tell that, I got a 22-year-old that's in Cincinnati playing ball in college. And I talk to him he calls me every day. Oh, how was your bullpen? How was your practice? How was this? And we talk, it's like, how do you feel? How's your arm? It's just, it's funny.
He's a pitcher también?
Yeah. He's in Cincinnati.
Nice.
He gets home on Sunday for Thanksgiving break. So I went up to go see him about a month ago. We went to
I'm invited?
Claro.
Yo, mío, look at that. No invitation, no nothing. Look at that. Wow, that's crazy, man.
Yeah. So,
I'm upset, Joel. Wow. Yo, mío, man. I know you got the lechon. You got all that.
Trae el coquito.
Listen, I take the plane today. The last one is this one, Joel, right? And before I even say this, right? I don't mean you. We said something about Manny, right? You see him doing his thing, preaching and stuff like that, right? I literally don't force anything down no one's throat, right? That's not me. That's not my job. That's the man's job up there. But my sole purpose, right? My sole purpose for this podcast was to let everyone know who he is, right? And I think that's the reason why I sit on this side and I meet you guys, right? Because he's making it happen. And I want to, and I say that to say this: are you a believer?
1,000%, yes.
Now,
my kids go to Westminster Christian School, and they have their Bible chapel. They have every Tuesday, and it's a great community. It's not just a great school, but what they're teaching them and that the faith that they put in them, it's something that I wish I had when I was younger. I didn't have that when I was younger.
Now,
so nowadays.
This is the question for you.
Yeah.
The most important question of the night. Well, of the day. Who is God to you?
He's my leader. He's the guy I trust, and whatever happens, but I trust in him. He's the guy that's leading me to my wife, to whatever it is, led me through his career. Tell you what, every time I went out there to pitch, it's not that I prayed and I was like, oh my goodness, let me strike this guy out, let me win this game. I was like, but every time I was out there, I was like, you know what? I'm here because you gave me another day to be out here. So let's go out there and go to work, and let's, I have the faith that you're going to help me out here, and it's just, but I believe, I see me going like this every time before the inning starts, it's just, I don't know. He's the man.
There you go. You guys heard it first. Joel, muchas gracias. Thank you so much for taking some time off. We went from 30 minutes to a whole hour and 10 minutes.
You're good. I still got time to go to my practice. It's at 3:45.
I'm so sorry about that, but
no, you're good.
Joel, thank you. God bless you. God bless your family. God bless your son. What's his name? I'm so sorry. His son.
It's Joel Jr.
Joel Jr. God bless you, brother. For real. And keep kicking butt.
My daughter's Juliana. She's a sophomore in college. She's in U Tampa.
Shout out to you, Juliana.
My twin boys, Fabian and Adrian, they're juniors in high school. And I'm
Fabian y Adrian. God bless you. God bless all of you, man.
Same thing to your family, man. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Igualmente.
With the loved ones, and Merry Christmas and everything. We should do this again and catch up.
Maybe claro, no, yo te voy a mandar. Oh, yo tengo el número tuyo ya, so hablamos.
Yeah.
God bless you,
Awesome.
brother. Thank you so much. You
Thank
guys
you, my
heard
man.
it before.
Take care. Keep doing a
Please
great
go
job.
follow Joel. Please go follow him. Go follow him. Go spam him. When you guys see this, please do this for me.
Keep doing a
Peace.
good job, brother.
Thank you,
Un
brother.
abrazo.
Igual, gracias.